Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. If you're new to our channel, welcome. Here at Mad About Skin, we're passionate about helping you to get the most out of your skincare. So if you haven't already, now's a fantastic time to click that link below, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell, and you won't miss out on any of our amazing future content. Now, in today's video, we have an exciting announcement. We now have the full reveal of Rihanna's new skincare line, Fenty Skin. We've got the ingredients, we've got the products, we've got the textures, we know all about it. It's not for sale for another 2 days, so you are going to have to wait to get your hands on these products, but I'm going to strip it down. I'm going to talk you through exactly what each product is going to deliver, look at the pros and the cons, the quality of the ingredients, and just work out whether you need any of this in your skincare routine. Should you rush out and buy it on the 31st when it launches, or do you just need to give it a hard pass and wait and stick with the other products that you know and love? First of all, I have already kind of looked at some of the sneak peeks that we've got, but that was really just like a half video because we didn't know too much about it. We now know everything there is to know about the product, and I'm going to share with you what I think of the ingredients, the formulations, and what Rihanna has put together to help us with our skincare journey. Now, let's start with what the line claims to be able to produce. It says that Rihanna says she wanted to take the pressure off and create an easy routine that everybody can enjoy. My first thought was, how the heck are you going to deliver that with just 3 products? You need way more than 3 products to have a really good skincare routine. However, I was pleasantly surprised with the quality of the products and the number of active ingredients and the multiple applications and benefits from each product. So I actually think, and I will review it all at the end, but I actually think she might just have gone and delivered that. So I've gone from being it's another celebrity skincare launch, yay, to actually we might have something good on our hands. And I shouldn't have been surprised because, let's be honest, Fenty Beauty by Rihanna, again, everyone thought, it's another celebrity releasing some makeup, Kim K, that was a disaster. Rihanna, it's not going to be great. And then she launched it, and it blew the world away. Multi-billion sales, 50 different shades of foundation, beautiful formulation. So I don't know why I was surprised with how good this skincare line is, but here I am to share it with you and just share my initial thoughts, because as with all the amazingness, there are some drawbacks which I do want to highlight. So first of all, the product line is cruelty-free. Ding, ding, ding. I love that. I mean, I don't think we should be launching skincare in 2020 and testing on animals. I mean, what is that all about? These new launches which still employ animal testing, they really need to check themselves and work out what they're doing wrong. Consumers don't want that. There are perfectly good testing alternatives. Why do you need to test on animals? And let's be honest, there's enough human guinea pigs that would quite happily test the products for people like Rihanna. So I'm really, really pleased she's gone cruelty-free. I think that's fantastic. And she's really considered the environment with this launch. So none of the products come in boxes, which is great, because often you get the actual product which comes in, its plastic container, and then it's inside a box, and then it might be inside a PR box, and you think, how much waste do we need? And actually, Rihanna's decided, she was speaking about this and saying, we're not going to do boxes, which is great because that just cuts down on the amount of packaging. And a couple of the products are refillable as well. So that's a huge tick. And I just think, again, 2020, let's think a little bit more about the environment. And I don't think she's sacrificed any quality in terms of the look for the environmental sustainability, so she is bang on with this, which I love. So let's get straight into it, and let's talk about the first product, which is the Total Cleanser with an apostrophe for some reason, and with the Remove It All Cleanser. This claims to be able to remove all your makeup, plus your dirt, your debris, your SPF, and all the grime from your skin. You can use it twice a day, and it claims to be a multi-purpose, just a really good makeup remover and cleanser. I love this. I really don't understand cleansers that say we won't remove our makeup. It doesn't remove makeup. What's the point of it then? Like, the point of a cleanser is to remove makeup as well as everything else. So I love the fact that it's going to be a 2-in-1, so you don't need to use like the dreaded makeup wipes and then this cleanser. You'll get everything off in one go with this cleanser. So I like the ethos behind it. It's $25 in the UK. It's going to retail at £20. So I think that's a little bit pricey for a cleanser, but actually it's got a celebrity price tag. It's just newly launched. People are excited about it. I don't blame her for maybe adding a few extra dollars to the price point. I think it's still a reasonably fair price point for this cleanser. It's said to deliver a milky lather. I really like this. A lot of people say surfactants are terrible, so we don't want foaming cleansers. Actually, foaming does improve the quality of the clean, especially if you just want a one-step cleanse. I think a foaming cleanser is probably the way forward, but not all surfactants are bad. Surfactants are the things which give you the foaming action. They're not all bad. This one uses coconut-based cleansers, so actually it's a natural surfactant, which means it's more gentle on the skin, it's less likely to strip the skin, and it's more natural. So actually, I think this is really well formulated, and I'm so glad she didn't stay away from surfactants just because of the name that they get. And I think adding coconut cleansers in here, I think it's a really nice addition, which is going to give a deep clean. It's going to get rid of all those impurities that make up the dirt, the debris, the grime, without leaving you too dry. It's got antioxidants in there, green tea and fig in this case. I like antioxidants, but in cleansers I think it's a little bit of a waste because you put the product on and then you wash it down the sink, so you're washing the antioxidants with you. It probably stays on your skin 30 seconds. It will do something, but I don't think it's enough to really give an antioxidant benefit. But it's nice to have it in there rather than not have it in there, I guess. The only drawback from this product, I'm going to say, is because I like the formulation, I like that it's not going to strip the skin, I like the antioxidant added in there. The only thing I don't like about this is, oh my god, the fragrance. It is like hella fragrance. It is Barbadian cherry, which gives it its fragrance, which is this gorgeous tropical, like literally close your eyes and you are taken away to that Caribbean cruise that you were on and drinking pina coladas on the beach. Gorgeous. But it's just too much. There's just so much fragrance in there. They claim that because these fragrances are natural, it's fine. You could still have a sensitivity reaction to natural fragrance. So just be aware of that. And I would probably avoid this product if you had sensitive skin, because I think it could. The fragrance is just going to be too much for you. So overall, what would I rate this product? I'm giving this product a firm 8 out of 10. Ding. That is a good rating for a cleanser. I'm knocking 1 point off because I think it's a bit on the pricey side, and I'm knocking a point off because I think it's a bit heavily fragranced. I personally love the fact that she's tried to capture as wide a market as possible with this. This is going to be suitable for everyone bar the sensitive and dry skinned amongst us. I think the surfactants, even though they're coconut based, are going to be a little bit drying for people with slightly dry skin, so I would probably steer clear of this. But for everyone else, bang on, gorgeous cleanser. Will get off your makeup in one go, and will just leave. It's just a really nice experience. If you don't like fragranced products, give this a firm pass because you're getting a tropical overload. But if you don't mind it, actually, it is a gorgeous cleanser. And I wouldn't be too worried about fragrance in cleansers because, again, you're putting it on, you're getting the experience and the scent, and then you're washing it off. So it's not staying in contact with the skin too long. So I'm less concerned about it in a cleanser. Now we're moving on to what Rihanna says is the most exciting step in this release. And I probably would agree with her. This is the Fat Water. Don't know where that name came from, which is a pore-refining toner cum serum. When I heard she was doing a toner, I thought, ugh, glycolic acid, here we go again, boring. And I really just thought, let's not have another glycolic acid toner on the market. I was totally wrong. She has stepped it up and delivered. So what this is hybrid toner serum. What that means is it's got all the benefits, the active ingredients and the benefits of a serum, but in a watery consistency, so it goes like a toner. It's not super watery, like, you know, like the water you get out of a tap or a micellar water. It's thicker than that, so you don't need a cotton round to put it on. You actually dab it onto, and Rihanna recommends you dab it onto your fingers and work it in. I love that because you're saving on cotton rounds, better for the environment. So I see where she's going with this environmental sustainability, and I love it. So yeah, I think from that perspective, really easy to use. This is packed full of actives, and I'm going to break it down for you. So it's got niacinamide in there. Niacinamide is fantastic at evening out the skin tone. So if you use it regularly, it will help to regulate the pigmentation in your skin. So if you've got patches, dark patches from, you know, acne breakouts or hyperpigmentation, this will really help. Niacinamide also regulates the oil production in the skin. So if you're super oily or you're have a bit excess oil, this will help calm it down and soothe it. So when she says this is a pore minimizing serum, she's right. Over time, this will minimise the appearance of your pores by unclogging them, supporting with the regulation of sebum, and just giving you that more even skin tone that we crave. I love niacinamide. I actually did a whole video on it, which I'll link up there. So if you want to know a bit more about the ingredient, check that out because it's well worth a watch. It's also got vitamin C, which is derived again from the Barbados cherry. I love the fact she's used Barbados cherry. She's a proud Bayesian woman, and I love that she's bringing a little bit of her culture, heritage, her home country into this product. I think that's quite nice. I love it when influencers, celebrities, whoever do that, because I think often celebrities in the past, Britney Spears, have just, you know, stuck their name on a perfume or a skincare product and not really had any development opportunity, not really input into it. This is clearly Rihanna's skincare line, and I think that adding the Barbados cherry is really nice, like tick or a nod to her home country, which she's so proud of, and I think that's absolutely fantastic. It's also packed full of vitamin C. It's Barbados cherry. Vitamin C is going to brighten the skin, give you that glow from within that we all crave, which is gorgeous. It'll work beautifully with the niacinamide. A lot of people say, should you use niacinamide and vitamin C together? Absolutely. If it's formulated properly, it's perfectly safe to use together. That was just one study that people latched onto. You absolutely can use them together if it's properly formulated, which this is. So I really like that. The only product that I think is a bit controversial is it's got witch hazel in here. Now, witch hazel is great at constricting the ventricles and the pores, so it will give you a pore minimizing effect. It's also really lovely for helping to, again, remove some of that excess oil. It can be a little bit sensitizing and a little bit drying for certain people. So again, I think if you have sensitive skin or dry skin, this isn't probably going to be the product for you, and I will probably just give it a pass. But for everyone else, this is fantastic. Based on Rihanna's demographics, which are, I would say, 35 and under, probably most people are going to be suffering with a little excess oil and pigmentation. So this is a perfect product marketed for her fans, the people that are going to be buying this skincare line. Overall, I'm going to rate this a 9 out of 10. That is a good rating for a toner and a serum. I like that it's got more than one active in there, so you don't need too many steps in your skincare routine. I like the formulation. I like the thought that's gone into it. I like the little nod to Barbados in there. Again, it's got a scent, but it is natural, so you need to bear that in mind if you're going to purchase it. And I think this is a really good pore minimizing. And when we talk about pore minimizing, you're not going to see it on day one, and Rihanna was really clear about that, so I love this. You're not going to see it on day one. You're going to take a month to see the results from this, but when the results come through, you will love your skin. Honestly, niacinamide, gorgeous ingredient. This one retails at $28, which £25. I think it's fair for a serum, for a good serum. I think that's probably okay, because actually you're getting 3 serums in one here. You're getting some hydration, you're getting some niacinamide, and you're getting some vitamin C. So if you were to buy each of those things separately from a drugstore brand, say the Ordinary, it would come to about $20. So I think this is fair for the formulation and the quality of the product. Finally, we have, and this was the one I was really looking forward to, and this is the Hydra Visor Invisible Moisturizer Broad Spectrum SPF 30 Sunscreen. If you can say all that in one go without reading your notes, you're a genius. This is $30 and it's her sunscreen. I read companies to filth when they launch a skincare line and they don't have an SPF in it. There is no point doing skincare if you don't have an SPF, because you're tackling all the damage and then you're letting it reaccumulate by allowing the sun to damage your skin again. So I love that she's included an SPF in her launch. She's very honest, was Rihanna, when she did her launch, saying as a black woman, she didn't feel growing up that she needed to wear sunscreen. And I think that is often that's a common misconception. Everybody, irrespective of your skin type or tone, needs to wear an SPF, and I'm really glad she admitted that and kind of brought that awareness forward. I love the fact that she's made this inclusive, because it is genuinely invisible. It's applicable for all skin tones. It's got like a pinky hue, so it kind of matches all skin tones, which I love. So that means if you're the darkest of dark, golden, rich skin tones, you could use this. If you're Casper the Ghost like me during winter, you could also use this. This SPF. So I love that it's accessible. I expected that from Rihanna. Come on, this is the woman that launched like 50 shades of foundation. I expected that, but she's delivered, which I love. Interestingly, it's a chemical sunscreen. There is a difference between chemical and mineral sunscreen. I did a video on it, so I'll link it up there. Check that out if you want to kind of know the difference. She's gone chemical. I think the reason she's gone for a chemical sunscreen, which I was surprised at, I thought she'd go mineral because that's what's trendy, that's what's hot, that's what kind of her demographic are looking for at the moment. The reason I think she went chemical is because you can create an invisible sunscreen that's chemical. It's really hard to work with mineral sunscreens and get that without getting that white cast, because the minerals that go into it are pure white in colour. So it comes off ashy on dark skin tones. It can be white cast. It's just not very easy to blend for a darker skin tone. So I'm not surprised she went chemical, actually, and I think it's a beautifully formulated product. Now, one thing I love about this is just because something's chemical, often people don't like chemical sunscreens because they leach into the water if we're bathing, we're swimming, and then it damages coral reefs. It can bleach coral reefs and it can prevent some of the coral reefs from forming. This doesn't have the 2 reef damaging chemical SPF ingredients in here. So they've taken out the reef damaging chemicals, so you can absolutely use this on the beach. You know, you're sunning yourself, you're enjoying yourself in Barbados or wherever you've gone, you can absolutely use this product and it won't damage the water source or any coral reef. So I love that. Whilst it's chemical, it's thoughtful chemical, and I like that. It's got hyaluronic acid in there, it's got aloe vera in there, and that's really good because that's where the moisturising comes into. Hyaluronic acid is a beautiful humectant which is going to moisturise the skin. Love all of this, and I think it's fantastic. Does also have niacinamide again, we just talked about that, and the vitamin C. I think this is probably the strongest scented of all of the products. And again, this is a recurring theme. Same scent, beautiful, tropical, but it's a little bit too much because you're leaving this product on your skin and it sits and sits and sits and you never really get rid of that fragrance. So you've got to be sure you like this fragrance before you buy it. Otherwise, you're not going to use the product because it lingers for hours. Overall, what do I think? Well, I was impressed. Honestly, I was shocked by the quality of this. We've seen some, let's be honest, some really trashy launches recently. And this, I thought, oh, this is just going to be another trash celebrity launch. No. Rihanna has knocked it out of the park. Fenty Skin is a triumph. The cleanser, okay, it's just a cleanser. There are other cleansers out there, but it's well formulated, it's well thought through, it looks gorgeous, and if you're new to cleansing, I think this is a really good option. The serum is actually the standout performer. I think it's beautifully formulated. I think it's really good, and it's going to deliver some gorgeous brightening skin. It's beautifully targeted to her demographic, and I think she's really thought about this. The SPF, I think, is lovely. If it gets more people wearing sunscreen, Rihanna, you're my hero. Get that sunscreen on, and if this is the one that's going to convince you to wear sunscreen, absolutely, get it and wear it, and be proud, because sunscreen should be an enjoyable experience, and we need to wear it every single day. So overall, I'm going to rate the launch as 8 out of 10. I'm knocking 1 point off because it's just too heavily fragranced. Even if you like fragrance, I think it's just a bit too much. So you need to bear that in mind before you buy. So she's losing a point for that. And I think the price could be a little bit more accessible, though. I'm not going to judge because I think a lot of time and effort has gone into this and creating these products. So I'm not going to be too harsh on that. I do also worry that you might double up a little bit on some of the ingredients. So you're using a niacinamide in your toner. You're also using a niacinamide in your SPF. You've got vitamin C in the cleanser. You've got vitamin C in the toner. You've got vitamin C in the SPF. I think you might be doubling up a little bit on some of these, especially because I don't know the strengths. So maybe it's just a low strength in each, in which case it's fine. But I'd just be a little bit careful because niacinamide can break you out if you use it in too high a concentration. It can cause irritation, as can vitamin C. So just be a bit mindful of that. But for most people, I think you'd be fine. This is definitely not for people with sensitive or dry skin. I don't think you can create 3 products that match every skin type. And so I would avoid it if you've got sensitive or dry skin, too much fragrance, and some of the products will be a bit drying, the witch hazel, the surfactants. But for everyone else, this is a gorgeous skincare line, and I would definitely encourage you to buy that toner, tonic, serum, whatever you want to call it. I think that's a beautiful ingredient, and get that SPF in your life. If you haven't got an SPF, reach for Rihanna, trust Rihanna, because she's created a beautifully invisible SPF. What are your views, guys? Leave me a comment below. What do you think? Were you excited for this launch? Are you buying it? What are your thoughts? Share them with me. I'm so glad that Rihanna's actually knocked it out of the park. She's a fantastic businesswoman. She's a gorgeous creator of beautiful products. And do you know what? I think this is definitely has her name, her brand, her vision all over it. And she's clearly been involved every step of the way. And I love that in the skincare routine and in skincare products. Guys, let me know what you think. Hopefully, if you like this video, you give it a big thumbs up and you'll subscribe if you haven't already. Wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and enjoy Fenty Skin. Bye.